Rangers transfer plans are beginning to gather real momentum, and developments behind the scenes suggest something significant is brewing. With the title race back in sharp focus and expectations rising under Danny Röhl, attention has inevitably turned to how the club intend to strengthen at a crucial point in the season. As negotiations progress and conversations continue away from the spotlight, one name has started to generate serious intrigue among supporters. The latest updates point towards a potentially decisive move that could shape Rangers' next steps, and it is news that will not go unnoticed at Ibrox. Let's break this down in today's video, along with all the other Rangers news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. But first, Rangers have been hit with an SPFL sanction following the pyro use during their Premiership win over Kilmarnock last month. A child was injured during the large-scale display ahead of the 3-0 victory at Rugby Park, and the SPFL have now ruled against the club and actioned the suspended sentence that was hanging over the Light Blues. Rangers have been found guilty of breaching Rule 37. 3 other clubs, Aberdeen, Hibs and Motherwell, have also been hit by the governing body, and the club have issued a strong warning to supporters as Danny Röhl's side prepare for the trip to face Aberdeen on Sunday. A statement read, "Rangers FC acknowledges the SPFL sanction imposed on the club today following the use of pyrotechnics at the away match against Kilmarnock last month. As a result, a previously suspended reduction of 50 tickets will now be applied for our visit to Hibs on the 2nd of February. In addition, the SPFL has imposed a further suspended sanction, which would see a reduction of 100 tickets at a future away league match should there be any further use of pyrotechnics by Rangers supporters at an away fixture before the end of the season. The reduction in allocation means that fewer tickets are available for this fixture for Rangers fans. In administering that reduction, we will apply the same principles used previously: accountability and fairness. Further detail on how this will be applied will be discussed with the Fan Advisory Board and those involved. The position on pyrotechnics is clear. Beyond the obvious safety risks they pose to supporters, incidents of this nature are now leading to increasingly firm action from football authorities, with sanctions being applied across more than one competition. Rangers is one of several SPFL clubs to have been sanctioned today as a result of recent pyrotechnic use. In addition, Rangers remain subject to a suspended one-match ban on away ticket sales in European competition, which would be triggered if a similar incident occurs within the next 2 years in UEFA competitions. In simple terms, to avoid further escalating sanctions, the use of pyrotechnics at our games must stop. As the season enters a crucial stage, the backing of our supporters away from home will be more important than ever. Having as many Rangers fans as possible there to support the team can make a real difference, and we want that support to be vocal, united, and safe for everyone. Now, Rangers appear to be on the verge of landing one of their most eye-catching signings of the window, with Sturm Graz confirming that a £4 million deal for Danish midfielder Tochi Chukuwani is nearing completion. The 22-year-old has emerged as a major target for Danny Röhl as Rangers look to capitalise on their dramatic resurgence in form. After a chaotic and underwhelming start to the campaign, the Light Blues have transformed into genuine title contenders, and the club is now moving decisively in the market to ensure that momentum is not wasted. Confirmation of Rangers' intent has come directly from Sturm Graz, with sporting director Michael Parensen admitting that the framework of a deal is already in place. While paperwork remains outstanding, his comments strongly suggest the transfer is edging towards its conclusion rather than breaking down. "We have a verbal agreement with Rangers," Parensen revealed, "but I've seen so much with transfers over the years, so we won't announce the deal until everything is signed. If and when Tochi moves to Scotland, a player with a similar profile will come to Sturm Graz. We know that things will get a bit tight in the squad." Those remarks underline both clubs' expectations that Chukuwani's departure is imminent, with Sturm already planning how to replace him. For Rangers, the move represents a clear statement of intent, investing significant money in a player viewed as ready to contribute immediately while still possessing plenty of upside. Chukuwani himself has previously offered an insight into what he would bring to Ibrox, outlining a profile that fits neatly into Rowe's high-energy progressive system. Comfortable in possession and capable of impacting both sides of the game, the midfielder has spoken confidently about his strengths and ambitions. "I think my greatest strength is my ball control," Chukuwani said. "I'm a player who can contribute both defensively and offensively. I showed a lot, especially in an attacking sense when I played in Denmark. I want to continue to improve and fulfill my full potential. I believe I can also improve my technical ability, and that's my priority." With Rangers pushing hard to strengthen while the title race remains wide open, all signs point towards Chukuwani becoming a key part of the club's next phase. If the final details are completed as expected, this could prove to be one of the most significant additions of the window for the Ibrox side. In other news, Rangers have asked to be kept in the loop over any transfer moves for Hibernian striker Kieran Bowie. Signed from Fulham, Scotland international Bowie, 23, is attracting interest from the English Championship. Hibernian would seek a fee in the region of £6.5 million for a player who has scored 8 goals in all competitions this season. With interest from down south intensifying, it's understood that Rangers have asked the players' representatives to keep them abreast of any solid interest from elsewhere. On the verge of completing a £7 million double deal for left-back Tour Romans from Belgian club Westerlo and Danish midfield playmaker Tochi Chukuani. Currently with Sturm Graz, Danny Roll has acknowledged the need to convert a higher percentage of the chances they create. Speaking ahead of tomorrow's trip to Aberdeen, the Ibrox boss said, "I think for me it's not just about the number 9. I think in general we have to increase our goals, and I think this is an important thing we can find on the market. We are looking at some other positions as well, but let's do the first job with the first 2 players, and then let's see what we can do next. But I can give you the guarantee that we work also on different positions." A contender for Scotland's World Cup squad, Bowie drew interest from overseas in the summer and has attracted scouts from England's second tier with his performances this season. Unbeaten in their last 4, Hibs are in no hurry to lose their prize asset, but accept the speculation is likely to intensify in the coming weeks. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. We post all the latest Rangers news every single day, so join our fast growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.